You're doing it right now. That thing that makes people lose respect for you. You don't even know it's happening, but they see it, they feel it. And once they do, you're done. They don't destroy your name. They make you destroy it yourself while they watch. Someone used this on you last week. Remember that conversation that felt off? That moment when they looked at you differently. They were reading you, cataloging your weaknesses, and you handed them everything they needed. Most people can't handle what I'm about to show you. Because once you see these patterns, you'll realize how many times you've been the fool. How many times they watched you destroy yourself and smiled. But first, you need to understand why this matters more than you think. Every day, in every interaction, you're broadcasting weakness. Not through your words, through behaviors so subtle, so automatic. You think they're normal. They're not. They're reputation killers, and everyone sees them except you. If you keep doing these 5 things, you'll stay invisible, forgettable, used. But stop them, you become unreadable, untouchable, dangerous. After this next part, you won't be able to pretend anymore. The first law, the confession reflex. Watch what happens next time someone asks how you're doing. Your mouth opens, words spill out, problems, struggles, little complaints wrapped in nervous laughter. You think you're being authentic, real, human. You're not. You're bleeding in front of sharks. Every confession is ammunition. Every struggle you share becomes their secret advantage. They file it away, categorize your weaknesses, wait for the perfect moment to use them. Count how many times you said "I" in your last conversation. That number, that's your weakness score, and everyone's keeping track. Hold that thought, because what comes next changes everything. The confession reflex has 3 stages. First, casual overshare. Someone asks about your weekend. Instead of "it was good," you launch into anxiety, drama, stress. You're not connecting. You're showing them where to insert the knife. Stage 2. They start expecting your confessions. They ask leading questions. How's that situation with your boss? They're not concerned. They're collecting, building a map of your pressure points. Stage 3. They know too much. Every conversation feels like interrogation because you trained them to dig. Here's your first test. Next time someone asks, "How are you?" Pause for 3 full seconds. Say, "I'm good," with a slight smile. Nothing more. Their reaction tells you everything. But the second behavior is even more invisible. The second principle, justification addiction. This one kills your reputation everywhere. It starts with 3 words that mark you as prey. Let me explain. Watch the powerful. Someone questions their decision. They pause, smile slightly, say nothing. Or, interesting perspective. Then move on. No defense, no justification. You launch into presentations. Why you were right, why they misunderstood. With every word, you shrink. With every explanation, you confirm their suspicion. You're not confident. You're desperate to be understood. Count how many times you use "because" in conversations. Each "because" is a nail in your reputation's coffin. The will to power doesn't explain itself. It simply is. The moment you justify, you admit doubt. You invite judgment. Commente couteau si vous êtes prêt à couper les cordes émotionnelles qu'ils ont été tirées. Try this tomorrow. When someone questions your choice, lower your voice and say, "I've made my decision." Nothing more. Watch them scramble to fill the silence. But there's something even more destructive happening. The third method, the availability curse. Your phone buzzes. You check immediately. Someone needs something. You respond within minutes. They text at midnight. You answer. You think you're being responsive, reliable, good. You're not. You're being harvested. Every instant response trains them. You're always available, always interruptible. Your time has no value because you act like it has no value. The more available you are, the less they want you. What pulls away creates attraction. What's always there becomes invisible, Think about the people you respect most. How fast do they respond to texts? Never. Because scarcity creates value. Availability destroys it. Once you practice this for a week, your old personality dies. Start practicing strategic unavailability. Let texts sit for hours. Let calls go to voicemail. Respond when it serves you, not when they demand it. Watch how quickly they start valuing your attention. Your absence should feel heavier than most people's presence. But what I'm about to tell you might make you angry. The fourth technique, emotional broadcasting. Your face is a billboard. Every feeling scrolls across it in real time. They insulted you? Your eyes narrow. They're lying? Your jaw tightens. You're not a person. You're a walking status update. Watch what happens tomorrow. Someone will test you. A small insult wrapped in a joke. Most people fail instantly. Face flushes, body shifts. The masters? They receive the insult like a gift they didn't ask for. Slight smile, maintained eye contact. Their emotional state? Unreadable. Their next move? Unpredictable. Their power? Undeniable. Every feeling you broadcast is intelligence they gather. Every reaction you show is leverage they store. Practice this. Smile with your mouth, not your eyes, when they test you. Hold eye contact 2 beats longer than comfortable. Feel everything. Show nothing. Comment untouchable if you're ready to practice this tomorrow. But warning, once you use it, there's no going back to being readable. The fifth behavior is the most dangerous. The fifth secret, peacekeeping paralysis. You avoid conflict like it's death. Someone disrespects you. You laugh it off. They cross boundaries. You rationalize. You're not keeping peace. You're advertising weakness. Every boundary you don't defend becomes territory they claim. Every disrespect you swallow becomes permission for worse treatment. You're terrified of being seen as difficult. So you contort yourself into whatever shape keeps everyone comfortable. Except you. You're dying inside, one compromise at a time. It's better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. But you're so desperate to be loved, you've made yourself worthless. Comment free if you just gave yourself permission to disappoint people who need you weak. But here's where it gets dark. These 5 behaviors create a system, a reputation, death spiral. The confession reflex makes you vulnerable. Justification, addiction makes you weak. Availability, curse makes you common. Emotional broadcasting makes you readable. Peacekeeping, paralysis makes you controllable. Together, they make you forgettable, disposable. The person everyone uses but no one respects. You felt that, didn't you? That recognition, that anger. Good. Use it. The reversal starts with one word. Number not as defiance, as architecture. You're building a new reputation, and every no is a brick. That feeling in your chest right now? That's your old self dying. If you want to complete this transformation, subscribe now. Because next week, I'm revealing the tactic that makes this one look kind. But let me warn you about something. Once you start this transformation, you'll see these 5 behaviors everywhere. You'll understand why certain people always end up used, why others always end up using. These behaviors aren't character flaws. They're programming, installed by people who benefit from your weakness. You were trained to destroy your own reputation. The moment you see this programming, you can't unsee it. The moment you understand the game, you can't keep playing by their rules. Keep the programming and stay prey. Or delete it and become predator. You're not becoming evil. You're just done being prey. Tomorrow, every conversation will feel different. You'll catch yourself about to confess, about to explain, about to broadcast, and you'll stop. Choose power instead. Choose silence instead. Choose mystery instead. They'll notice immediately. Your energy will shift. Some will test you harder, some will respect you more, some will disappear entirely. Good. Comment, I'm becoming cold if you're done being everyone's emotional supply. Let's see who's really ready to transform. You're not the same person who clicked on this video. That person died somewhere around behavior number 3. What remains is someone they should fear. Not because you're dangerous, because you're no longer in danger. The 5 behaviors that destroy your reputation are now 5 weapons in your arsenal. You know what to avoid. You know what to embrace. You know who you were. You know who you're becoming. Tomorrow, every conversation will feel different. You'll see the strings. You'll feel their attempts. And you'll smile, knowing they can't touch you anymore. Your old self just became a stranger, and everyone who benefited from that version of you, they're about to meet who you really are.